All right, here we are once again, Football Manager. I'm in the middle of my 13th season of Football Manager. Over here, my history 4,554 days. I've had one head coaching job. That is all with Toronto FC of Major League Soccer. But that's not really what's important here. It's not important, how many times I've won the league, how many cup wins I've got. No, that's not important. What is important is that I'm now the head man at the nation of Canada. I've been hired as the national coach. It's pretty awesome. I'm pretty happy about that. It's something I've always dreamed of, being the national coach. I tried to be the coach of the USA, but some stuff happened, some political things didn't go on. I've got a great reputation here in Canada, with my great service to Toronto Football Club. So, you know, we'll do this. This is cool. Now, the Canadian team is not that great. This is my team that I've chosen. I had a little problems choosing some players. I got an injury here. I've got two injuries. He's only out for a couple days, but I made a mistake. I didn't choose enough midfielders. Not that there were a lot of midfielders to choose from. Honestly, the talent pool in Canada, I've let it slip a little bit. In my early years at Toronto FC, I tried to build up Canadian football. But recently, I've just been kind of, going for the gold, choosing a lot of Americans. Go over here to my regular team here. I got a lot of Americans on this team here. It's 13 years down the road, so you probably don't recognize any of these people. But I do have one Canadian defenseman who's pretty good, Mr. Kevin Diaz. He was a little upset. Negative over here. He was devastated to miss out on the Canada squad, so I'm calling him up. I'm calling up my boy, KD. Gonna play on the Canadian national squad. Rectify a little oversight on my part. I should have brought my boy in to begin with. So we're not in the World Cup yet. We're in the North American Gold Cup qualifier for the World Cup. We're in Group B, Jamaica, Panama, Trinidad, and Tobago. I have no idea. My scouts are terrible. They have not scouted any of these teams. So I don't really know how good these teams are I'm going up against. I had one friendly. I won it 3-1 over. Who did I beat? Yeah, El Salvador. They weren't the greatest team either. I was favored in that game. I don't know how many more times that's going to happen. But anyway, let's get back to our team here. Let's add my boy KD. I'm going to move him up into the starting position. Make him the... No, that's good. Wow, he's only 2.5 stars for some reason. When he's on my team, he's better than that. Oh, that's crazy. Oh no, I guess he's not. He's gotten worse. That's crazy. Oh well, anyway. Crazy stuff is happening. I guess there's a reason why I didn't pick him in the first place. But, he's a solid competitor. He's a guy who's been with me for quite a long time. 30 years old. Paying him a pretty good salary. He's a good, solid defenseman. Marking, tackling. He's got good fundamentals. What I really like about him is he can jump, he can head the ball. So we don't have a lot of high balls get past Mr. KD. So all right, This guy needs a rest. Oh my god, all these guys are friggin' tired. That's the problem with these teams. Everybody plays their guys and doesn't think of the national coach, especially when I grab them from all over the world. So let's put some subs in. What is he good at? He's a poacher. Okay, that's fine. We don't really need a deep lying forward. We've got an attacking midfielder. So you can see we got a lot of 3.5 stars. Like this Canadian national team is honestly not really any better than my Toronto FC team, quite frankly. But I've gotten pretty far in cups with Toronto FC. You know, in the North American Champions League, I made it to the Final Four one year. So, you know, there's belief there. There's possibilities. Alright, so that's the team. That's who we got. Nothing we can do about it now. We've already chosen our sides. The only thing we can do is injury replacements like you just saw there. The formation I use is the 4-4-2 diamond narrow. I like having the attacking midfielder to give me a little bit of extra attacking, and the defensive midfielder give me a little extra defense. You know, I get midfield has problems, but I like to bring up my fullbacks. Although these Canadian fullbacks are a little limited, quite frankly, in the support roles. You know, they're not the greatest passers or crossers in the world, but hey, yeah, they kind of stink at that. What are you gonna do? You gotta play with the cards you're dealt. All right, so let's put them in defense. Because that's the thing I've noticed about North American soccer is they got a lot of good defensemen. Americans, Canadians, whatever, they got good defensive players, decent goalies. Joe Kempen, he was my goalkeeper for Toronto FC for quite a while. Then I traded him for a younger dude, but he's still, 34 years old. He's still kicking. He's still, quality keeper, quality defenders. Midfield is a bit lacking quality strikers, so that's why I like 4-4-2 diamond to get that transition from defense up to the attackers. I don't know if it's really the greatest strategy, but it's the best one that I've found, and I don't know anything about soccer, so take that with a grain of salt. And I just took over the team, so these guys have no idea what this formation is even all about. That's why I got several of my players on here. Oops, Jesus, what happened? What happened? No, this guy. There we go. So Martinez is one of my guys. Filipino used to be one of my guys. Diaz is one of my guys. Kempen used to be one of my guys. Anybody else on here? My guys. No, that's it. So anyway, that's the team. That's the strategy. That's the stuff. So let's move on. Let's save the game. I thought it was a little closer to game time, so we're gonna have to go through some mail. Show you the day-to-day drudgery of a football coach, as we have to do things like save our games and vamp while the computer does its thing and drink a glass of water. Make mouth noises that people hate. And really, I just need to get some recording in. It's been a long time since I've done any recording. I gotta sort of get back in the swing of things. I got podcast coming up, so I need to exercise the old vocal cords. Get the recording voice back going. Get used to talking into the mic. Things like that. Breathing. Not over breathing. Things like that. Okay. Loan report. Injury hits Canada Gold Cup. Who's Gasparato? Man, who is Gasparato? He's another. Is he that same guy? I don't know. Did I? Alright, just heard your injuries. See how you're doing. Blah blah blah. You gotta keep their spirits up. You know, gotta show them you're a good guy. Okay, so yeah, this is. It showed me I already selected Kevin Diaz as replacement. Yeah, confirm that. Okay. Kevin Diaz returns for Canada. So everything you do, you get a little email confirmation. It's kind of fun for this game. You know, that way, there's a lot of games you play and you do something and you don't get a confirmation, so you just have to take the game's word for it that what you did really happened. But here you get the ultimate confirmation. You get an email, just like Amazon or, whatever. Okay. So we're the favorites against Trinidad and Tobago. Do we have a scouting report on these guys yet? Not particularly, no. We don't know nothing about these guys. Way to scout, fellas. Way to scout. There was something I wanted to check here. The volume of... Do they even have that kind of stuff? Preferences, language, salaries, skin, use sound and match. There we go. I typically like sound, but I don't know how that's going to come across in the recording. Screw it. I'll risk it. Who cares, right? Who cares? Alright, so now we got our pre-match press conference. Do we want to answer these questions? Or do we want to just get to the game? Let's just get to the game. We'll have our assistant answer those questions. I'm too good to answer those questions. I just made some mouth noises. Gotta not do that. I'm gonna do mouth noises. I gotta go away from the mic. Gotta get used to that. Okay, Carbajal. Who's this guy? He's my assistant. Okay. Good to know. He is not good. He is not good. Gosh, I need a new assistant coach. What is he good for? Discipline and determination. Well, I mean, he's not even Canadian. Come on, people. What's happening? Why do I have all these? I don't know. What's the state of this? Harumph. All right. Back to this. All right. This is people talking junk. Who's this? Ex-Canada International. Is this like, they didn't say who it is. Alright, whatever. Yeah, I made some controversial decisions. I cut some wingers who were pretty decent players because I don't use wingers. So I don't need wingers. So I cut the wingers. But I don't think people like that because they were good players. But oh well. C'est la vie. It's not like Canada's been winning like anything. USA beats Costa Rica. Are they Group A or something? Yeah, Group A. Okay. Hey, start of transfer window for Major League Soccer. We'll get to that later. Right now, we're trying to do some Canada stuff. Look at that, we got 3 days till the next match, and I got an MLS match the same day. It'll be interesting to see what they do there. Do they make you choose one and send an assistant to coach the other one? I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. So I was the under 23 coach for Canada for like 5 days before the head guy retired, and then I took his job. And then I was also the USA coach one time, but that save got corrupted, and so I didn't get to be They're offering me this dude. No, I don't want no Germans. I'm trying to build up Toronto FC's young players this year. I got to the cup final last year, lost in overtime session in the cup. So I figured everybody would be happy with that. So I let a bunch of older guys go, build back up my transfer funds. And I'm going with young guys. So we'll see how that works out. Now for the Canadian team, I just went with the best guys. I didn't care how old they were, because there weren't a lot of best guys to choose from. Okay, 4-3-3 they're going to throw at me, huh? Interesting, interesting. I don't suppose my guys have any... No, they have no opinions. No opinions about what to do. So what do we got for instructions here? We got get the ball into the box, retain possession. Yeah, that's fine. We'll play it slow. Or should we attack? You know, let's be crazy. Let's be crazy and attack these guys from the get-go. Let's be more expressive. Now, you know what? Let's attack, but retain possession. Yeah, I like that. All right. It's, not all out, but not conservative. All right. Let's go. Let's hear what this sounds like. Injured? What? Who's injured? Oh. Well, what can I do about that? Nothing I can do about that, is there? Just remove him. Can I think it's too late to call somebody up, isn't it? Like on the day of the match. Hey, Eduardo, come here. I've got another Canadian on my team. I'm just going to steal all the Canadians from my own team, just so they don't get mad at me. Can I call up Joe Bear? No. Yeah, I didn't think I could do that. Didn't think I could do that. All right. Lacking match sharpness. Fine. Fine. Everybody's fine. Okay, Joe Kempen, 60th appearance for Canada. How much does he mean to the team and supporters? He is truly fantastic. I hope he marks the occasion with a top performance. That is true. Oh, they changed their formation. They changed their formation on me. They went with a 4-4-1-1 defensive. Interesting. Do they have spies? Spies are my Uruguayan assistant coaches giving away my secrets. Hello. Oh, that's right. His assistant coach is so bad he has no hints, no advice. He doesn't know jack. So they'll do what I always do. This is what I always do. I mark tightly the advanced forwards and the strikers, and then I close down on the midfielders. And then if they're their wingers, if they get out of hand, I'll close down on them too. But I'm so used to hitting that button because I'm so used to having assistant coaches who are helpful and useful and not from strange countries that I've never heard of. That's not true. I've heard of countries. All right, let's be calm. I'm usually calm with these guys. We're the favorites here. Let's see what we can do. Hey, who liked that? Filipino. See, he was a Brazilian guy. who I brought onto my team when he was young into Toronto, and he was there for like I don't know how many years, but he got his Canadian citizenship. So I did that with a lot of guys, and I haven't been doing that as much recently. So I think the Canadian team has not been as strong as it has been in recent years, much to my own chagrin. All right, let's. Okay, that's loud. Okay, that's loud. That's loud, crowd. Sounds. Nope. There we go. No sounds for you. Harumph. I kind of like the crowd sounds. So let's see. Should we show the whole game or I don't know. We'll just do the highlights. Here we go. It's harder to judge when you don't show the whole game, like in terms of the flow of the game and when to make adjustments, but see, there's my guy Diaz. See, he can jump through the air with the greatest of ease. He's not a great header of the ball though, unfortunately. He gets ahead on the ball quite a bit, but he's not a great goal scorer, unfortunately. Martinez, on the other hand, is. You got to get the ball to Martinez. We seem to be dominating the action here. You see, there's my guy Diaz again. Oh, that was fun. Now we'll see. Put more crosses. Do I listen to this assistant coach, though? I mean, he's a doofus. Oop, foul, come on. I think I score most of my goals off of penalty kicks. Oops, offside. We seem to be dominating the action here, though. So let's not get too excited with the adjustments. I don't know what we're going to do for the game 3 days from now. These guys are all going to be tired, and I don't have the depth, really, to just throw in all my substitutes. There's some positions I don't even have substitutes for. Get there, Ferguson. Yeah. Callum Ferguson. I don't even know that guy. But that was a good cross, good goal. Things are looking up for Team Canada. Knowles. See, that's why I bring my fullbacks up. I like bringing those fullbacks up to shoot those crosses in. All right, 1-0. Should we go defensive? No, not defensive. We need goals. So the more goals we score, it's all going to be like aggregate. So we'll stay on the semi-offensive. Don't know what the strengths of this team is. It's they look a little discombobulated. Looks like they don't know how to handle the diamond formation, that's for sure. Don't know how to get past that strict Canadian defense. There we go. There's my guy Filipino with some good marking. Downfield. That's it. Get it to Martinez. That's my dude, and their goalie is no good at all. Because he does not score like that in MLS. He's an up-close scorer in MLS. I don't think he's scored a goal from the semicircle this year. Boom. Yeah, that was very slow reaction time. So this could be good. This could be a good start for old Team Canada. Celebratory drink of water. Yeah, that's the good stuff. Oh, breakaway. Come on, Martinez. Let's get a hat trick. That's not a hat trick. He didn't score the first goal anyway, but, he's got 1/3 of a hat trick. How about that? Ferguson. Craig Ferguson, isn't he a late night comic? Or he was. He's like the Scottish dude, right? Well, now he's a Canadian soccer player. That's the thing about playing these games for so long. Like, there aren't many real players left in my game, if any. Not that I would know them, honestly, to begin with. Like, if they're not on the USA national team, like 4 years prior to this, I don't know who they are. Oh, offsides. Alright, let's keep it going. Keep it rolling. Oh, like you. That's disappointing. That's disappointing. The goalie's reaction to that was not good. He just sort of stood there like a stick. I thought you were my boy, Blue. Look at that. Look at that. He doesn't even try. 4 years ago, he'd have stopped that. I think I won a cup with him at as a goaltender. Yeah, I don't know. The years kind of blend together now when you've been playing for so long. Been coaching as long as I have. It's so weird that I played this game for this many seasons, but it really scratches that itch that not a lot of other sports games right now are doing, you know. Not a lot of great franchise modes out there right now. NBA 2K is not bad, but they lose the plot quite a bit. They're always like trying to hype up individual play and have your guy buying apartments and like clothes and stuff. And I don't care about that. I just want to manage the team. So I don't know if I'll try any of the other manager games, you know. American Football Manager or hockey. There's a hockey manager. I used to play one of those way back. Like on IBM computers. Like DOS, you know, pre-Windows kind of stuff. There was a pretty cool hockey manager. And it had simple graphics like this. I mean, even worse than this, obviously, because it was like 1988 or something like that. Or, ooh, get there. Yeah. Yeah, their defense is garbage. Their goalie is garbage. That's the advantage that North American soccer has. Defense and goalies. Alright, so you got to kind of build your team around that. And a lot of times I'll go with a 5-defender layout. I know a lot of people don't like that defensive soccer, but gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes I'll replace the defensive midfielder with another central defender. Gotta learn all these terminologies. But when I first put this team together, they had a really good defensive midfielder who, of course, got hurt. So I had to drop him from the rotation. So now I've just kind of got an average defensive midfielder. But, you know, this is the plan, so we're sticking to it. All right. Nice 3-1 lead at half. I really got a cough really bad. So I'm going to take a drink of water. There we go. All right, so we're doing good. Let's just give him a little pep talk here. Yeah, we can be passionate. I'm very pleased and very passionate. And yeah, the defenseman like that. Luban with the goal. Diaz, my man. Hopefully he's happy now. Yeah, hopefully that negative will go away. Why does it positive go away? I don't get this game sometimes. Yeah, so anyway, start second half. Their stadium looks exactly like my stadium. Are we playing? No, we're not playing in my stadium. Because my stadium doesn't have yellow. My stadium's got red. But I don't know if they have the actual Trinidad and Tobago stadium in their art collection here. Their asset collection. I love how even in Trinidad they got burgers and ambulances out here. Burgers and ambulances, every stadium. Go hand in hand. Alright, let's go Callum Ferguson, not Craig Ferguson. Reading is good. Yes, we're always overrun in the midfield. That's my system of soccer, is to be overrun in the midfield. I don't know, like, do you have to put 4 or 5 midfielders just to not be overrun? Because I'm always overrun, no matter what I do. Do I not have enough linkage? I've heard that term before. You need linkage between your forwards and your midfielders. I thought that's what attacking midfielders were, but what do I know? Do I need some defensive forwards, maybe? I have no idea. Oh god, that was almost a goal. And Ferguson, come on, man. Come on, man. Alright, now do we bother substituting Martinez? Like, I don't want him to get worn out because he's my dude. You know, being a little selfish here. Everybody else is fine for now. Yeah, let's bring in Daniel Dudek. All the Dudek day. Let's see what's he. Okay, he's an advanced forward. That's good. That works. I do wish you got more subs, because I use subs like nobody's business. I use 3 a game. Every game. Doesn't matter. I wish you got more. Every year, I use more subs than anybody in the game. Like 28, 30 different guys play every year for me. I don't know why everybody's so shocked, but maybe it's just because I'm used to other sports like hockey and basketball, football, where you just sort of sub guys in and out willy-nilly. Hey, no penalty? Come on, man. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Give him that card. Right there, right there. Oh, the yellow card. Alright, let's see if we're any good at the free kicks here. Ferguson. Nope. Go back to late night. Run out of things to say here. The game is sort of bogging down. They're not playing well at all. Looks like bad weather. It's all muddy and stuff. My guy's shorts are all... They wore their brown pants. Their Dudek's clean, but not a very good player. So we'll see what happens. If they start controlling the ball too much, I'll go to a counterattack. How much time's left? 66 minutes gone. It's offside. Nope. Come on. There we go. What was that? Ferguson, man, he's something special. Just the only time you need to give him the ball is when he's about to score. Like, is he even a poacher? Like, do I have him playing the wrong position? What's the deal here? Yeah, that's kind of his best position. But he's always getting offside. Should I have 2 advanced forwards? See, that's something I never know about these forward positions. Like, I read the descriptions and I kind of understand what they're supposed to do. But does it matter if you have 2 of the same? Like, will they just bump into each other? Will they try to go for the same ball? I don't know. I've been playing this game for 13 seasons and I still don't know. Just 'cause I guess I don't care, but I try to, like, if I don't have an advanced forward, I try to have or an advanced midfielder. If I don't have one of those guys, I try to have a forward who is back from the line, like a false 9 or something like that. Deep lying playmaker, what have you. There's Diaz, getting up into business. So I'm trying to learn some of this soccer strategy. Is he not offside? He is fucking offside. I demand perfection from my players. Let's do some substitutions. So, it's always the dilemma. Do you sub out the tired guys, or do you sub out the guys with yellow cards? Always, always, always. The questions. Well, since we're winning, sub out the tired guys. Filipinos out there. Ball winning midfielder. Make him a support. And then, oh wait, he's my defensive midfielder substitute. So, boop. Okay, so, yeah, see, this is the problem. This guy, particularly, this Ben Karazin character, I meant to swap him out for another midfielder, but I forgot about it, and it's too late by the time I remembered. So, I demand perfection from my players, but I'm, not exactly a stickler for my own performances. Ooh, he's got plenty of good options here. See, if I didn't already have a defensive midfielder, I'd do the box-to-box, but I'll just have him be a plain old central midfielder. Since I've already got the attacking midfielder. I try to let, understand how these players flow into one another and don't have too many guys doing the same thing. I sort of have a basic grasp of that, but I don't know if it really makes a difference. It seems to, I guess. But sometimes you just don't know. You just lose and you don't know why, and you win and you don't know why. And it's like any given Sunday sort of situation. But it looks like we're going to start 2-0 in our career here as the national coach. How much time is left? Still a good bit of time left. But 2-goal is pretty good. We're still controlling the action. Alright, this is getting ridiculous. Oh, he wasn't offside. See, Dudek wasn't offsides. What's the deal with that? He looked offsides to me, but it's got something to do with their ratings and like positioning or movement off the ball or whatever. But you can't really do much about it on these national teams if you just don't have the players. Be interesting to see when the World Cup is. I haven't really looked. I don't think it's 4 years away. See how many more seasons I have to play before I get to a World Cup. If I qualify, I think I need this tournament to qualify. Get there. Come on, man. Come on, man. Suddenly, this guy turns into Patrick Waugh in front of the goal. That's a hockey reference, in case you didn't know, because I don't really know any soccer goalies. Are there good soccer goalies, like legendary? I have no idea. I never heard of any. Nobody talks about, like, you know, like the Ronaldo of goalkeepers or anything like that. Usually it's like American goaltenders who are the best, seems like. You know, they at least are. If there's going to be an American on like a European club team, like 9 out of 10 times he's a goalie. At least that's my understanding. Which is probably not right, but I'm going to say it like it is right, because who knows? Who cares? At this point, if you're still watching, like, you'd just be amused that I'm talking gibberish and rubbish, I would think. Because this game is dragging on, and they're, like, smacking around my dudek. Don't like that. This is a very red versus blue game, though. I mean, if it wasn't for the brown on our pants, it would be totally red versus blue. Although I do like some of the guys have these like little stripy Canadian socks. I kind of like that. Every once in a while you see somebody with some pink shoes, like that guy there's got pink shoes. Hey, there we go. Thank God, we were down to shoe talk. So there we go, another 3-1 victory for the Canucks. This time it means something. This time I like to be passionate. I'm very pleased with the results and your performance. Diaz like that, Ferguson, these guys I subbed in. Ferguson, I wish I could yell at you individually, like say I hated you. No, I won't do that because he's happy. We'll let him be happy. That's all I care about is happy players. Alright, 2 yellow cards and 3 hello. Well, Billy Morris is happy with himself. I predicted with the win. Canada. Blah, 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 blah. Who scored? Ferguson, Martinez, and Luban. Alright. Good stuff. Good stuff. Let's check our mail. Canada hammers Trinidad Tobago. Youth was no match for experience. See, I told you I got that experienced team. Experienced striker. If he's so experienced, why does he go off sides every friggin' time? Advance forward. Experienced center backs. We're just experienced. We have no other adjectives other than experienced. Hey, the fans are happy. Delighted with how dangerous the team looked. Ooh. Alright. Well, we're averaging 3 goals a game since I've taken over. So, I mean, it's obviously my adept coaching. John Kempen. I think he started out life as an American. I think he was another one of those guys that I transferred over to Canada land. Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. I lose track of these guys. I've done so much for the game of soccer. It's hard to keep track of all my accomplishments and all my great achievements, quite frankly. You know, it's about time they really recognized me and realized that, you know, the national team's not going anywhere without my guidance. So yeah, great achievement, wonderful servant, blah, blah, blah. Top of the group with 2 matches remaining. We've been very impressive so far. Now we need to kick on and make sure we qualify. That's not something I would ever say, but I'm going to say it. You must be pleased with getting off to a good start. See, this devious guy, like, what's he driving at? He's devious and indifferent, so he's just messing with me for no reason. So we'll be a little humble here. Just say it's always good to get off to a good start. Everybody enjoyed Richard Martinez's goal. Well-struck effort from 22 yards to silence the opposition fans. Dun, 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 dun. How do you rate it? Actually, I've seen him score better goals in training. No, actually, that was pretty good. That's pretty good. It was a magnificent strike from a magnificent player, in my opinion. Mr. Devious Mohammed Riza. The Riza is now a soccer journalist for the North American Football Post. You know, that music career didn't quite pan out for him, apparently. A bit of a collector's item today. A goal from Jake Luban. How pleased are you with that one? It was nice. It was, no, I don't want to call it a miracle. Yeah, I don't care who scores as long as the goals go in, guy. Alright, so there's my boy, Martinez, Bojovic, Milovan Bojovic. There's a good Canadian name for you. Must be like a Croatian refugee or something. Canada, okay. I don't know, should I stop? Should I keep recording? I have no idea. I'll stop. You can't stop me from stopping, because that's what I'm going to do.